Kasi ganito, ibig sabihin, hindi na tayo makakaahon. We will forever be, kumbaga, atsoy ng Amerika or talagang kolonya ng Amerika. But even the problem is like this. Under Trump administration, to be frank, hindi trip ni, feeling ko nga, ang basa ko kay Trump, hindi niya gusto si BBM eh. Kasi alam mo, kanina nga't kinikwento ko sa'yo, I was in a meeting with some Malaysians. At saka sa meeting na yun, napag-usapan ng geopolitics. And actually, one of the Americans, si Gregory Poling, was actually telling the Malaysian that he was actually asking Trump, nung papunta si Trump sa ASEAN Summit, sa Kuala Lumpur, then magkakaroon siya ng Asia Tour, na ilang Southeast Asian countries, and then Japan, and then back to APEC. Kaya doon sila nag-meeting President Xi, di ba? Tinatry nilang i-convince na mag-drop by sa Pilipinas just to show of force na, the Philippines is an ally of the United States. Kaya Trump is dropping by. Wala. Trump, parang walang narinig si Trump. Hindi niya kinonsider yung suggestions. Kaya yung mga pro-Amer, mga CIA dyan, at saka mga tulad ni Gregory Poling, galit na galit kay Trump because of this. Kasi feeling ko, Trump even doesn't care about BBM. It's just that there are other political, actors and, the political actors in the United States that, of course, still push dyan sa alliance natin with them because they're using the Philippines to whatever strategic interest na mayroon sila sa Indo-Pacific. But if you really look, Doc Lorraine, dun sa bagong national strategy na nilabas ni Trump, even Taiwan is not anymore an issue for the United States. The United States wants to have a very good relation with China. At ang sinabi nila, magko-concentrate kami na kontrolin at quote-unquote, i-dominate nila ang Western Hemisphere. But they will not anymore that much interfere or magpo-focus sa Indo-Pacific region or the Asia-Pacific where China is the leading superpower. So you see, nagbabago ang landscape. Ang tanong ko sa mga Pilipino, gusto niyo pa rin ba na maging always nasa kamay ni Uncle Sam ang Pilipinas, or may mga politicians ka that's serving the interest of the United States and not the interest of the Philippines? Do you really want that? Of course not. Kaya kailangan ng mga Pilipino matuto kayo. Ang pinaka-importanting critical na stage ng Philippine politics at para makita natin kung makakaalpas tayo dito sa nangyayari under BBM government is 2028 talaga. Kung matutuloy ang eleksyon. That's even the case, Doc Lorraine. Ang pinangangambak ako kung magkakaroon ng national election kasi sa dami ng ino-orchestrate nila for BBM and the rest of the Marcoses and the camp to stay in power beyond 2028 is another question. Kaya nga ako sabi ko, maybe there will be a 2028 national election, maybe not. It really depends on 2026 to 2028. At saka, tingnan mo naman ang demolition job that they're doing against Sara Duterte. Lahat ng kaso pinail na against Sara. And there is this sinasabi-sabi na mayroon second impeachment na ihahain against Sara Duterte, which I'm not sure kung magkakaroon ng numero yan sa House of Representatives. Pero, that's a possibility. So, you can see the landscape. Pero ang tanong kasi lagi dyan sa mga Pilipino, ano ang gusto nyo para sa bayan mo? Anong gusto natin para sa Pilipinas? To be under the hands of the United States or not? To be an independent state truly or not? And to have a progressive country? And also to have good leaders in government. Yun yung mga tanong eh. Because at the end of the day, it's us, the Filipino people, that will define the destiny of our country. Hindi yan nasa kamay ng mga politicians. So as early as now, dapat naiintindihan natin. And one thing that you have to remember, nagbago na ang mundo, ang landscape. It's not anymore the dominance of the United States. The United States is a declining superpower. Marami ng contending powers and China is one of them. And we need to have a very good relation with China kasi at the end of the day, we cannot deny the fact that China is our largest trading partner, combined export and import. And aside from that, investment, infrastructure, and marami-rami pang iba. So, dapat, kailangan natin ng presidente na hindi hawak sa liig ni Uncle Sam or ng sino pa mang bansa. Basta kailangan natin ang isang presidente na independent mag-isip at alam niya kung anong gusto niya para sa bayan by 2028.
Yeah,